Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Monday. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. It is Monday, March the 16th, okay? For those who are working, again, it's a brand new week, all right? It's Monday again, so for anyone who's working, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, a wonderful Monday. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend, a wicked weekend as well. For those who, had 2 days off to get what you need to get done and then unfortunately get back into it, okay? So let's jump in. Let's see what you guys might need to know when it comes to this energy. Now, I'm going to be using Dream Oracle messages just to see what you guys might need to know. And these are shaman dream messages, dream ritual messages, and also seed journey oracle messages that I'm using, okay? So let's see what you need to know. So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time, please and thank you? What messages do you have for the collective at this time, please and thank you? What is it that they need to know at this time, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, guys, completion. There's something about closing the door, okay? This may not resonate for everybody, but this could be energetically a collective thing. Intuitively, this could be the collective, but fives are very significant when it comes to like you closing the door. Now, you could be closing the door when it comes to people, places, and things, right? Closing the door on certain people that no longer serve you, that don't resonate with you. Closing the door on the past, even when it comes to, family, friends, things like that. Just closing the door so that you can start something brand new. Once you close one door, another door will open, and that could be confirmation for some of you guys. Some of you may resonate with that message as well. Okay, Feast of Plenty with the number 20, choices and their consequences. The number 12 is also significant. So there's something about bees that are very significant. Okay, these two swords remind me of Two of Swords when it comes to the choices that you guys have made, and also the consequences that are behind it, right? So even when it comes to like grapes, if you notice there's grapes here, okay, abundance could be very significant with the number 20. Okay, 20 talks about you guys stepping into duality, whether this is divine partnership, whether this is union of opposites, whether this is compassion, whatever this is, there's something about divine timing, and also emotional acceptance is also significant. Like, some of you guys could have emotionally accepted a situation for what it is, and it's almost like you guys are aware that either you need to close the door on this or you have already closed the door and you guys are seeing changes when it comes to like you moving forward. Okay, deep quiet with the number 11. Okay, angel number 1111, this is intuition, inner knowing. Okay, this is about you going within. Okay, meditation and stillness for some of you guys with the number 39, like I said, 12. So choices, okay, choices are very significant. Okay, 3 talks about creativity, 9 talks about completion. So there's something about you repairing the body, mind, and spirit when it comes to you, right? You could help other people when it comes to repairing the mind, body, and spirit, or there's something about you when it comes to your meditation and stillness where it allows you to repair the body, mind, and spirit as well. So meditation and stillness could be anything for anybody. It could be you doing this, going to a spa, okay, getting a massage done, getting your nails done, getting your hair done. But I did talk about that in one of my videos as well. When it comes to hair, some of you guys can be very particular about where you get your hair done, who does your hair for you, because hair and people, have energy. So let's be real, as much as people don't want to admit it, if somebody wants to wish baldness on you, they can do a lot of things to your hair without you knowing because your back is faced. You may see things in the mirror, you may ask questions, but people can still lie to you in your face, right? So there's something about you doing certain things when it comes to you detoxing. You could be like a DIY girl, right? You could be a DIY girl. Instead of going to Lush to buy bath bombs, you could be the one making your own bath bombs. Instead of going to like, I think it's Bath and Body Works, right? Because I always mix up Bath and Body Works with Bed Bath and Beyond. And I don't even think they're open anymore in Canada. So yeah, there's something about you know, Bath and Body Works, right? Buying your own candles or making your own candles. There's certain things about you repairing the body, mind, and soul that is very significant for some of you that resonate with this message. So take what resonates when it comes to like choices. This could be you going within. For some of you guys, this could be sleeping more, minding your business. Okay, doing certain things that you know that's really good for your inner knowing and inner being. And maybe other people could see this about you and they could be questioning like, why are you on the path that you're on? But it doesn't matter. As long as you're happy and you're not killing anybody, you're not hurting anybody, you're not doing anything to nobody, you're not, you know, making anyone uncomfortable, you're not doing anything that basically harms somebody, and, you know, you're still helping yourself and others around you, I don't see any problem with that. Now, if you were somebody who was going on like a gun streak and, you know, you're shooting up the place and doing all these things, then I can say, well, chill out, you know. But if you're somebody who's not like that, you're not into gun violence, or even if you own a gun, you're not running around the streets shooting people like pop, 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 pop. You're not doing that because you would rather spend time repairing your mind, body, and soul than trying to spend time around, you know, people who want to stay in the past or stay stuck or stay stagnant, right? Or this mentality of, I can't do something. You don't want to be around that. So yeah, there's something about you protecting your energy when it comes to you detoxing or needing to detox is also significant. So take what resonates with that. Some of you could be thinking about taking a little spa day or just a day to yourself. Even just booking a day off, right, is significant. Washing your hair, you know, doing certain things that you know you would normally do on a day-to-day basis, right? So take what resonates with that. It looks like the cards doesn't want to come out. If I don't get any other cards from this deck, I think I might switch over. Oh, as soon as I said that, it's like they heard me talking like, ugh. Okay, so let's see. So when it comes to you repairing your body, mind, and spirit, there's something about forgiveness. Like I said, repairing the veil is very significant. So like I said, with the number 9 and 45, number 45 and 54 have been coming up a lot in my messages, and that could be a very specific number for somebody. This could be either someone's age, or there's something about stability and change that is very significant, or change and stability. If you guys were able to see the veil that was thinning, or there's something about seeing through the veil, seeing through things, etc. There's something about you coming in and repairing the veil. So there's something about forgiveness that could be very significant. This could be a relationship, this could be anything, but you closing the door is helping you repair the veil when it comes to a situation. Now, some of you guys, when it comes to plenty, right, feast of plenty, like I said, you closing the door of the choices and consequences that you are doing or making. There's something about you when it comes to repairing the veil. Some people could want your forgiveness because you closed the door on certain things, or there's something about you forgiving yourself because maybe, like I said, when it comes to the veil thinning and you seeing people for who they are, what they are, etc., you guys could have closed the door, and that is what is being repaired right now. The veil could be being repaired right now because you've closed out that chapter, closed out that door, closed out that situation or cycle that no longer serves you. With the number 42, for some of you guys are in preparation when it comes to your fruition. Some of you guys are net casters. There's something about you being able to catch certain things or being a catch. Okay, there's something about there's plenty fish of the sea. Okay, but there's something about there's plenty fish of the sea, but you're the catch. Okay, for some of you guys. So it's almost like even being near water. Okay, ships could be very significant. Some of you guys could be, you know, people who work on ships, or you could be thinking about that, but there's something about fishing or casting a net. Okay, there's also about you know, when people do like casting calls could be very significant as well. Like somebody could be calling you back. Say you guys were in a casting call and somebody called you and rejected you. There's something about that energy calling you back and maybe asking you for forgiveness in that sense. Even when it comes to repairing the veil, there's something about you repairing the veil when it comes to you, right? And other people around you could be asking for forgiveness. But there's something about you being a catch is very significant, okay? Angel number 6 is very significant too when it comes to like family, creating your own family. Mother wounds are also significant because again, when you talk about family and you talk about, you know, being close to family, nurturing family, Cancer energy shows up. Cancer energy, if I'm not mistaken, is like 4th house energy as well. So even when it comes to like you being nurturing or you showing up, that could be very significant as well, okay? Yeah, being preparation when it comes to coming into fruition. Stranger is very significant when it comes to curiosity. So you could have strangers in your energy that are very curious about you, okay? Even when it comes to like how you show up, there's something about many masks, okay? So again, when it comes to your authentic self, you could be dealing with a lot of people who wear many masks, right? When it comes to like strangers and their curiosity. But like I said, you're able to see through those masks as well, okay? Angel number 8 is significant when it comes to like your power, okay? And also angel number 11. So 8 and 11 are very significant. There's something about you guys when it comes to your power. Either your power is your intuition or your intuition is your power, no matter how you want to swap it. Okay, but there's something about you stepping into that when it comes to seeing through people's masks. Okay, so it's almost like people who were wearing a mask, you already seen through that. And there's something about you still able to move, you are still able to move forward because as 11:11 on the time, as much as these people are wearing masks around you and as much as they know that they're wearing a mask, even if you called out those people for wearing a mask, you still know. Yeah, there's something about the disowned self, right? So yeah, when it comes to like your authentic self, there's something about you going back to your roots, right? So if people were, you know, trying to stop you based on that energy with the number 10, you feeling whole within yourself, you guys could be forgiving yourself as well when it comes to other people wearing masks, because maybe you disowned yourself, your own roots, your own inner knowing, and maybe you allowed certain people who wore a mask to come into your energy who obviously didn't serve you or didn't want the best for you, right? So take what resonates with that, right? We have the Father gate, so a bold step forward, so 55, change. Something about you making a bold step forward when it comes to your inspiration. So making music could resonate for some of you guys, and also when it comes to the universe being in your hands, okay? With the number 13, the universe is in your hands. You have what it takes to, you know, create your own opportunities, your own endeavors, right? Revelation is also significant too. We also have ancestral wisdom. So there's something about you when it comes to your energy, okay? Possibility for union. There's something about you being in unionship, okay, with your ancestors and guides, or even if it's not your ancestors and guides, there's something about you being able to be the bridge or the cosmic messenger for other people, okay? So as much as we all have gifts, some people do have that gift of being able to talk to people from the other side, okay? So yeah, we have trust, and then we also have ego. Ego deaths are very significant, trusting in your path. Also, when it comes to trusting in ego, you know, a lot of times people think ego is a bad thing, but for some of you guys, when it comes to your ego, there's something also about you stepping into your ego, which is not cocky, it's not condescending, it's not anything, but when you step into your ego, you're trusting yourself more, like you're trusting in your path. Okay, you're following the path, you're trusting the path, you're understanding the path that you're on. But not only that, you're able to follow that path because whatever is hidden, you always see in the light, right? Whatever is hidden in the dark, you will always see. So just like how the moon shines at nighttime, right? When the moon shines at night, you can see everything, right? You can see the stars, you can see everything in the sky, you can see everything around you, like the buildings and stuff like that, the shadows of the building. So there's something about you being the moon, or you being that ray of light when it comes to people and mask and being able to see things for what it is. It's almost like people need to come in your energy and they need to come correct, or they need to get right, because it's almost like even if people don't come correct, there's something about you correcting them, okay, because it's your purpose. Yeah, divine timing and purpose is very significant. We have empathy at the bottom of the deck as well, okay? Something about divine timing with your purpose is significant, okay? And some of you guys may not want to realize this, but you guys have a purpose. Everybody has a purpose. Everybody has a divine guidance to their path and what they're supposed to do, right? So yeah, we have free. It says, may your soul sing freely. Something about singing is very significant, birds, when it comes to communication. Okay, you speaking your truth, but not only that, speaking your truth and being heard. Okay, so heard. May your brave call be carried on, you know, the wind, right? The wind is very significant. Winds of change is also significant. Changing with the wind. Like right now it's windy right now, and I feel like winds are very significant, like wind speed picking up. Okay, there's something about receiving clarity about change. So there's something about the wind. Every time you feel the wind or you see it being very windy, there's something about going with the flow of the wind, going with divine flow. So not even just water, sometimes even wind, okay? Because it's almost like the wind is forcing you or pushing you to change. Or even when you have wind or just air in general, it's like the wind is so free to roam around wherever it wants. It can blow the leaves wherever it wants to blow them. It can go wherever it wants to be. And some of you guys are like the wind. It's like you go where the energy feels right. You go where you're being told to flow. And that could be confirmation for some of you guys. Yeah, love, right? It says, may you dive deep into your passions. Okay, 1551 on the timer as well. So there's something about you deciding how you want to navigate with your purpose, okay, when it comes to paths, right? Compassion as well when it comes to your energy. Maybe you guys show up very compassionately or have compassion, okay? But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Please take what resonates with you whenever you see this. And again, thank you guys for the love and the support. Follow me on YouTube and TikTok. And again, my website is www.mysteriouslyunique.ca for anybody who wants to book a reading, or you guys can check out my blog and stuff like that, okay? But like I said, when it comes to the energy, with you guys dealing with certain people, places, things, okay, whatever the situation is, there's something about you finding people who are on the same vibrancy or frequency like you when it comes to love, even when it comes to matters of the heart, being open, being understanding. It's almost like people in the past, if they didn't want to accept you for who you are, you know, why bother force that? Why force that energy? Why bother forcing that? Why force people to understand you when you were actually here to understand people, right? And those same people who were misunderstood, when you came into to their life to understand them, they should have been there to have your back, to understand you. And for some of you, I feel like that wasn't the case. Some of you guys were left on the wayside. Some of you guys were left for dead, okay, in a sense where there was no help, whether this was emotionally, physically, financially, whatever, okay? But empathy at the bottom of the deck, you deciding when it comes to your inspirations and things like that could be very significant, but you still showing up very empathic, okay, is also confirmation for some of you that resonate with this, okay, guys? But I'm going to end it here. Please take what resonates with you whenever you see this. Again, thank you guys for the love and the support. I love you guys, and I will see you guys next time. And hopefully you guys do not hear certain sounds like the wind or drilling or banging or whatever the case is, because like I said, when it comes to my videos, a lot of sounds get picked up in the background, and unfortunately it's out of my control. Even if I have expressed that I do these videos at home sometimes, like I said, you can't control what other people do. So again, like I said, if you guys can hear those things, please ignore that. Hopefully one day when the weather is a little warmer, because last week I went in my car, I thought it would be nicer, but it was still kind of cold. So I'm hoping when it gets a lot nicer, I can go back outside, go back in my car, do my readings there. It's a lot quieter, it's a lot easier, and I actually have more control in the car, because at least I can move wherever I want to move, versus when I'm home, it's a little bit different. So like I said, thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for showing up for yourselves, and thank you guys for doing the inner work when it comes to like you guys growing and, you know, being better people for yourselves, right? So anyways, take what resonates with you guys. Like I said, allergy season could be very significant. Like some of you guys could be dealing with your allergies, and that's confirmation. But anyways, I'm gonna end it here. Like I said, thank you guys, I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.